Alright, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, Spank the Monkey back again with another unboxing video of Commander Masters Precon, and this is the Planeswalker Party. And the face commander is Mr. Commodore Guff. So it's one red, blue, white to cast. Planeswalker. So at the beginning of your end step, put a loyalty counter on another target Planeswalker you control. +1, create a 1/1 red wizard creature token with tap, add red. Spend this mana only to cast a Planeswalker spell. And -3, you draw X cards and Commodore Guff deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of Planeswalkers you control. And again, Commodore Guff can be your commander. Okay, so I have not actually looked into what this commander has in terms of the original cards nor the gameplay. Not seen any deck text. This is just coming straight from my collection of 4 commanders that I got. So again, it comes with 100 cards, 10 original cards, and a booster sample pack plus. Alright, so let's get to it. So this is just a plain unboxing. We'll just show the cards, what we get, and maybe talk a little bit about what it does. Look at some of the new ones that we get here. Okay, so this is the guy. I just noticed these inserts that you can take out are also sort of foily, so that's a little bit nice. Otherwise, nothing really to write home about on these things. So let me put that away, and let's get right to this guy over here. Okay, so we get the promo pack, or collector booster sample pack as they call it. So again, we'll just open that as a bonus round. We have the box here. Let's put that away. And then we have a divider, plain life wheel, no design, it's just plain black. I mean, I do like it, but I was expecting that for the price, right? This would be special. Apparently it isn't, and it's not supposed to be special. And then we have the, what is this? Reference, I don't know, thingy. So Planeswalker Party. Okay, talks about Commander. We have the Commodore over there with his beady eye. And so he is checking out something. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, so let's get to it. So if you had been watching my videos, I had opened up the Enduring Enchantments Precon with Anikfeya as the lead singer on that. I actually do like that commander card design. I think it's gonna be a deck that I'm gonna build. I do have already, I think, 2 Enchantress decks or Enchantress themed decks already, but not purely just enchantments. One is Galea Precon, so that's enchantments and auras. The other, sorry, auras and the equipment, while the other one is Thrall, Breaker of Silence, which I got inspired by the Prof's sort of custom commander design, where yeah, so the target there is to buff up Thrun and really target commander damage as the win con for that, using a lot of enchantments. Okay, so here we go. Again, this takes a little. Oh, okay, so I just realized there's this flap thing in the middle, so maybe in the other the other 2 precons I'll use that to be able to open the precons next. Okay, so let's put the sharp implement away, safety first, and let's get right to it. Okay, so we have Commodore Guff, the face commander here. So what's he do? So I read him earlier. It comes in with 5 loyalty counters. So we'll put that guy over here. And then the secondary singer is Leori Spark Touch Hunter. So for white, red, blue, we have an elemental legendary cat, 3/3 with vigilance and flying. So whenever Leori Spark Touch Hunter deals combat damage to a player, choose a Planeswalker type. Until end of turn, whenever you activate an ability of a Planeswalker of that type, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copies. I don't know. Planeswalkers have types. Well, maybe we'll see it more in this deck, but I actually don't know how this plays out. I don't know. I only have one commander that's a Planeswalker, and that would be Dihada from the Precon deck of Dominaria United. But I'm more partial to creature-based commanders, so I don't know. I'm feeling this a little bit more than Commodore Guff over here. But let's see how this goes. Okay, Cartographer's Hawk, classic card there. Creature, Path to Exile over here. Okay, Kazul, Tyrant of the Cliffs, so good as a defender, helps you make tokens. Arcane Signet for the rocks, and another rock here, Felwar Stone, and completing the suite to have Soul Ring. Okay, Command Tower for the land, Grid Landscape, Reliquary Tower. Okay, and then another feature, Grateful Apparition. Okay, another one would be Oreskos Explorer. Is this a new card? So 2 to cast, Cat Scout 2/2. When Oreskos Explorer enters the battlefield, search your library for up to X Planes cards, where X is the number of players who control more land than you. Reveal those cards, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Okay. So we have Swords to Plowshares. Alright, and then you have the Wanderer. You have a Planeswalker here. So maybe let's put the Planeswalkers over there. Okay, so maybe let's put Mr. Guff over here instead, and they are leading the creatures. Okay. So we have the Wanderer. Nice reprint. Okay, we have a Flux Channeler. This is again a really great card for this set. Fogbank. Okay. To defend your Planeswalkers. Narset, Parker of Veils. Thrumming Bird. Okay. Saheeli, Sublime Artificer. Next we have a Wall of Denial. Okay, Defender Flying Shroud 08. More rocks, Azorius Signet. We have a Boros Signet. Okay, this time we have an equipment. Another artifact, Honor Worn Shaku. So you can tap to add colorless. Tap and untap legendary permanent control. Untap Honor Worn Shaku. Okay, and then is it Signet? Alright, more rocks here. So we have Talisman of Conviction, Talisman of Creativity, Talisman of Progress, and Ramp via Wayfarer's Bubble. Okay, for the land, again, I hear that the land of the precons that have been released are atrocious. So this is probably where you want to do a lot more upgrades. So we have Forge of Heroes. What does this do? Tap it for colorless, and then tap choose target commander that enters the battlefield this turn. Put a 1/1 counter on it if it's a creature, or a loyalty counter if it's a Planeswalker. Okay, we have Mangara the Diplomat. Downshifted from Mythic to Rare. Sorry, guy. Gatewatch Beacon. So this is a 3 to cast artifact. Enters the battlefield with 3 loyalty counters on it. Add tap to add white. And whenever a Planeswalker enters the battlefield under your control, if Gatewatch Beacon has loyalty counters on it, you may move a loyalty counter from Gatewatch Beacon onto that Planeswalker. Okay, that's a good artifact support for Planeswalkers. I don't know if I've seen that before. Very interesting. Okay, next we have a creature, this Onaki Oathkeeper. So 2 to cast Ogre Spirit 04. Creatures can attack Planeswalkers you control unless they pay 1 for each creature they control that's attacking Planeswalker. Then you can pay 4 exiled Oathkeeper from your graveyard. Return target Planeswalker from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, recursion there. That's a pretty good card. You have Teo, Geometric Tactician, 3 to cast. When Jo enters the battlefield, create a 0/4 white wall creature token with Defender and Flying. +1, you and target opponent each draw a card, -2 left or right. Until end of your next turn, each player may attack only the nearest opponent in the last chosen direction and planeswalkers controlled by that opponent. Okay, so far there are 4 planeswalkers. Okay, we have Spark Shaper Visionary. I think this might be you. So 3 to cast Human Lizard 0/5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose any number of target planeswalkers you control. Until end of turn, they become 3/3 blue bird creatures with flying hexproof, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, scry 1. Okay, I think I like that card. I probably would go good in some decks, some planeswalker decks. Yeah, and speaking of planeswalker, we have Ronos, Masked Inquisitor, 5 to cast, with 5 loyalty counters. Uptick 1, up to 2 other target planeswalkers you control phase out at the beginning of the next end step. -2 for each opponent, return up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls to its owner's hand. And then -7, target creature you control becomes a 9/9 construct artifact creature and gains vigilance, indestructible, and this creature can't be blocked. Ouch. Okay, we have Chandra, Legacy of Fire. Okay, I guess this is a original card because it's Guff. Guff rewrites history. Pay 3. Okay, there's a lot of text here. For each player, choose target non-enchantment, non-land permanent card that player controls. Those permanents' owners shuffle them into their libraries. Each player who controlled one of those permanents exiles cards to the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Then puts that rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. Each player may cast a non-land card they exile without paying its mana cost. Very, very chaosy, so we'll put that here. Next, Jaya's Phoenix. Alright. Ajani Steadfast, Mythic, Planeswalker. Is this a reprint? Yeah, I think this is a reprint, right? Okay, so the ultimate here is if the source would deal damage to you or a Planeswalker control, prevent all but one of that damage. Nice, so protection. We have Deploy the Gatewatch. Okay, classic cards, first sorcery there. Okay, another Mythic, Elspeth, Sun's Champion. And then we get Gideon Jura. Okay, this can become a soldier creature that's a Planeswalker. Prevent all damage dealt in this turn. Okay. And then we get Norn's Annex, 3 with Phyrexian White, 2 Phyrexian White manas. Creatures can attack you or Planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays a Phyrexian White for each of those creatures. Okay. Moving on, we have Oath of Gideon. And Legendary Enchantment. So let's put the enchantments over here maybe. Yeah, there you go. Promise of Loyalty, it's a sorcery. Each player puts a vow counter on a creature they control and sacrifices the rest. Each of those creatures can attack you or Planeswalkers you control for as long as it has a vow counter on it. Okay, Semester's End. This is I would say, underrated card. Very good actually. It's a cheaper version of the Fairy's Protection. Very, very good card. Okay. Then we have Urza's Ruinous Blast. It's a legendary one-sided board wipe. Very nice. Okay. We have Deep Glow Skate. So it's a fish, 3/3. Enters battlefield, double the number of each kind of counter on any number of target permanents. Pretty good card. Okay, we have Jace Beleren, Mythic, but very basic. And then we have Jace Architect of Thought, another Mythic. And then we have Jace Mirror Mage. Okay, 3 Jaces there. Also a Mythic. And Jace again, this time it's his Oath. It's a legendary enchantment. Pay 3. When Oath of Jace enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry X for X number of Planeswalkers you control. Okay, Spark Double, classic card, Blasphemous Act, good board wipe. Oh, this is an enchantment, so this goes over there. Okay, next we have Chandra, Awakened Inferno. Another Mythic, another Chandra. Okay, we have 3 Chandras now. Repeated Reverberation, instant for copying stuff. Sarkhan the Masterless. Nahiri shows up, this time another Mythic. Narset of the Ancient Way, another Mythic. Ooh, there's so many Mythics here. And then we have Narset Enlightened Master as well. Okay, Oath of the Fairy. And then the Chain Veil. Ooh, okay, this is a very, I think this is the best, what do you call this? Reprint of all the precons, I think. I forget what the value this is, but it's a Mythic. And yeah, this is pretty good. So, for the cast, at the beginning of your end step, if you didn't activate a loyalty ability of a Planeswalker this turn, you lose 2 life. So you can pay for, tap this artifact. For each Planeswalker you control, you may activate one of its loyalty abilities once this turn, as though none of its loyalty abilities have been activated this turn. So it allows you to double up on the loyalty abilities. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's a Mythic too. Okay, we have Nev's Disc. Alright, board wipe there. Silent Arbiter, very good for this deck. I am actually liking the mix of creatures, rocks, and some of the support cards here, like instant sorceries and the enchantments. I'm not really into Planeswalkers, so unless I go through all of them and try to play it, I really wouldn't know what the play feels like with these guys, since I'm not very knowledgeable about these Planeswalkers. But we'll see. Okay, we get Cascade Bluffs, Filter Line here. It's pretty good. Exotic Orchard. Frostboiled Snarl, one of the show lands. Fury Calm Snarl. Karn's Bastion, Proliferate, Mobilized District. Okay, Mystic Gate, another filter land, another show land, Port Town. Prairie Stream, okay, at least we got some duels coming up. Rugged Prairie, Filter, Sky Cloud Expanse. Temple of Skylands, Enlightenment, Epiphany, and Triumph. And then we have an Interplanar Beacon. Whenever you cast a Planeswalker spell, you gain 1 life. You can tap it to add a colorless mana. Pay 1, tap it, add 2 mana of different colors. Spend this mana only to cast Planeswalker spells. Mystic Monastery. And then after that, we have what is this? 7 islands, 4 mountains, 7 plains. The foil etch display Commodore Guff over here. That guy over there. And then we got the tokens. Okay, so yeah, earlier I opened Anakeia. I did like Anakeia and the fact that there were a lot of really good enchantments on there, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun to play. For Commodore Guff, I'm not, again, a big fan of the Planeswalker card type, but you know, this looks like a commander that has a lot of support for Planeswalkers specifically. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll take this up immediately and do a upgrade to this commander, but I might try to bring it out for a couple of takes and see how it goes, and see if I actually like the mechanics here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 Planeswalkers. If it's going to be a Planeswalker deck, there probably should be more, maybe in the high 20s. But then again, there's a bunch of creatures here of value. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 creatures as well. Okay, creatures, Planeswalkers. Yeah, and then we have a bunch of mana rocks over here, a lot of ramp, which can help offset some of the issues we have on the mana base. Okay, so let's open now the Collector Booster Sample Pack. Again, this is now being included in these Commander boosters. Oh, okay, here we go. So we have a promo card here. There are only two functional cards here, so we'll see. For the first one, what do we get? We get a rare. It is Tooth and Nail Borderless. So what is this? 7 to cast, sorcery. Choose one. Search your library for up to 2 feature cards. Reveal them, put into your hand, and shuffle. Or put up to 2 feature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Pay 2 to entwine. Okay. Borderless, so fine. Non-foil. And the backside is a foil common, which is an Elvish Mystic. Okay, very serviceable card. Alright, so hope you enjoyed that unboxing. I have 2 more, which is the Eldrazi one and the Sliver one. So two tribal decks that I think a lot of people are very excited about. So I'll see you on those unboxings. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.